Hi, welcome to episode 3 of our Love Island podcast. This week we are joined by Genna. Hi, Genna.
Hello, Kevin.
How are you doing, Genna?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me.
It's lovely to have you here. I've been seeing your live tweets and recaps. It's been hilarious. So
Thank you.
so I'm so keen to hear what you have to say about this week that has been wild, but also not wild enough.
Yeah, no.
Um, So let's break down what happened this week. So Tania and Thaila entered the villa and they caused some ructions with a few couples. Cage decided that he's going to leave. He's not ready for this. He doesn't want to be here.
Mm.
Sarah and Asad start turning rocky, and Asad tells her that he doesn't feel the vibes anymore. Tyler gets upset that Tanya is making moves in inverted commas on Chris. The Islanders have to vote to save either Sarah or Summer. They choose Summer, and Sarah goes home. Chris rejects Tyler, yes. Tyler twice. A new recoupling takes place. Tanya picks Chris. Talia, Tyler picks Assad. Xavier picks Millie. Lebo picks Thimna. Ian picks Summer, sending Rachel and Aaron home. Lebo and Thimna spend a night in the hideaway. Summer tells Chris that she has feelings for him, and he says, lol, cool, but not for me. The boys leave the villa on a boys' date, and two new guys enter, Jamie and Josh. Whew, okay.
Yeah. I feel like all of that just happened in last night's episode.
I was like trying to find out like points about the first few, and I'm just like nothing,
Yeah.
nothing, and then
The
like
week
then
the
the
week was so
decoupling takes.
boring. Yeah.
So yeah, so what did you think of this week? Like you.
I feel like we've really ironed out our production wrinkles,
Mm.
but the content is just letting us down. Like I feel like I watched an unseen bit on Thursday night. There's a few things that happened, but last night, the end of the week was definitely the most exciting episode because we actually had a lot of different things happen actually.
Mm.
But otherwise, I don't know. The whole house has changed now, eh?
Yeah, like so many OGs have left.
Yeah, my fave Aaron is gone. Why does no one like Aaron?
People don't give Eden a chance. Like
Honestly, just
I also
imagine
feel
the good content we could have had if Xavier just like went with his gut and Aaron just like got over his side and got with him. How good would it have been?
I feel like we avoided all of this if that one decoupling after Sarah picked Assad, if Eden
Mm,
had picked Xavier. Like, why was she so scared to pick
yes.
Xavier? And then she picks Ian, and Ian stabbed her in the back. The worst.
Ugh, I hate him. I really like honestly, I liked Ian the whole time. I was like, guys,
Mm.
he's so funny and he has, a potential that no one's seeing. And then the move that he pulled last night was just like, wow, I'm
Because
hurt by you.
I was trying to work out if like I was like, did she only pick him once or did she pick him twice? Like she saved that guy twice.
Yes.
Like
And he's giving
why?
us nothing. He's not trying to get to know anyone either. So why is he choosing Summer? Initially, I thought that he chose Summer just so that she could still be there for Chris, or he was saving her for Chris. But
Mm,
like, yeah, I just feel like he could have returned the favor to Erin once at least.
yeah. And like his reasons for not picking Rishal, I really think it's because I think he feels a little bit burnt because she rejected him.
Yeah, I do. That hot tub was awkward to watch in like a couple of weeks ago. It really was. But no, I felt like
Oh.
Rochelle deserved to go home. Eh? We have no reason to keep her here. No, she was boring. And then last night she was like, "This is God's plan." I'm like, "No, did God send you on the show to meet people, to date casually, and then you just did nothing?" Nah, this holiday's over now. She can go home.
I was laughing when she went to her side and Ian and she's like, guys, should I be worried? I'm like, yes, you should be
You
worried.
should be packing your damn bags. Like, why? Why did she want to stay in the house? There was no one that she was in, and that was what was irritating me all week. Is that there was nothing being prompted from like the maybe the producer side, maybe from the house's side, because it just seemed like no one liked anyone, so it was just going nowhere. So I'm actually glad that the houses. I mean, I'm sad about Eden, but I'm glad that the house has changed up because we need to see something new.
Yeah. And like, yeah. Yeah, my problem with Rochelle is that like I like people to cause reactions,
Mm.
and she just did not cause enough reactions. Like, yes, she gave advice, she stirred the pot a bit, but
Yes.
anybody can do that. Like Millie, like you said before, Millie is doing that now.
Yeah, I don't know why she's trying to take over Rochelle's role, trying to be like the therapist of the house. Like, we don't trust you. I don't know. Like, we don't like you, girl. We don't want to hear from you. But funny enough, like her advice was spot on to Summer. Like, you're not here
Mm,
for fun and games. You've been saved recoupling after, like,
yeah.
time after time. Like, why are you here if you are just not going to pursue anything with people that you actually like? Shame, but
Mm.
then she got fired, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, at least she knows. I
Yeah.
agree with that at least. And then when Millie's like, um, you can't get worse than Tyler getting rejected twice in one day.
I feel like Thimna set her up for that
Yeah, I was
rejection
like,
because
Tamina, girl, what are you doing?
why are
Stop
you
this.
giving her this bad advice to go back to a guy who literally plainly told her, like, I'm just not interested? Shame.
Okay, let's talk about the Tyler situation. Tyler, Tania, Chris situation.
Yes.
Also with Summer on the side as well.
Mm,
So Tyler was just mad that Tanya was like flirting with Chris. But it's
yes.
like, how long do you guys know each other? Like 2 hours?
And they
Like
spoke
he
on the
doesn't owe
previous
you.
episode and was like, we're going to keep talking to each other, but we're both interested in him. So,
Mm.
like, why was she upset?
I think that she expect because I mean she said she came in for him.
Yeah.
But I mean we like I assume if you're coming to the game like this far in, you have to be coming in for somebody.
Mm,
Like because you've seen the show. Um so I mean so I think that she just expected that he would just like fall for her
yeah.
automatically, and she did, and he didn't.
Yeah, and I'm glad because she honestly, when she was so upset, she was giving me cage energy, man. I don't know if you
Mm,
know anyone that feels like. And I hope that Asad gets burnt by that energy because he's just
yeah,
having way too much fun. But like Taylor,
exactly.
she was so intense. She was
She
so
was.
intense, and I was like, where does this come from? Why is she chunking right now?
It's, but I mean, I think it might also be like like a bruised ego type vibe. Like
Yes, like
she, like,
embarrassed.
yeah, she was embarrassed that he was the guy that she thought she would be with, and it didn't work out. But
But I
but
also don't know why she's getting upset though, because as much as Tanya is trying, it doesn't seem like Chris is into her either.
mm,
Like I feel like she's not learning from the the loss from Taylor, and she's asking to get rejected in her face.
I don't know. I'm like I do like them. I like their vibes together, Tanya and
Vibes.
Chris. Like they have like I don't know. I think they're cute together. I hope that he opens himself up to it. But I'm starting to fear that he's not going to open himself to anybody.
Yes, I
He's
could
gonna
see that
repel.
from his like face last night, the past couple of nights when he's been having these conversations with the girls. Because like Erin was also he also had a conversation with her, I think on Thursday about where they are, but he just seems like he shut himself off to any
Mm,
love option in this house. But maybe the new girls.
yeah. But like I thought that him and Summer would get back together
Same.
because I could see she liked him.
Yes.
But then when he was just like, I'm not interested, I kind of liked it because okay, so the Tanya thing pissed me off a bit because when Tanya picked him, Summers pulled a face almost like and then she
Mm.
also never considered Tanya. Like I think she saw Tyler as a opponent,
Yes.
but like she almost saw Tanya Tanya as not in the same league as her. And I
Yes.
didn't like that.
Mm.
So for me, when he chose to maybe try with Tanya and he chose not to with Summer, that was like retribution for me. I like that.
Yeah, and I mean, Summer, as much as I would like the two of them together, as much as they had chemistry and I think actually liked each other, Summer
Mm,
didn't take the opportunity that she's had like way before Tanya came into the house.
yeah.
So she can't be angry now. Now she wants to realize way after Cage has left that she actually maybe should get to know Chris.
Mm.
So it's good for her.
Shame. Arme Chris.
Yeah.
Arme all of them.
No, but I feel like
Adiel.
Chris is the only person that Chris like opens up to and actually shows affection to is Libo. Like he loves
Yeah.
Libo.
Oh, I love. Oh, when he said to Sam, he's like, "You're the closest, wait, you're the person I'm closest to in the house after Libo." Like, like you had to put that in,
Yeah, I need to make sure.
and the two of them
Now
like
that I
snaggling
love
on the
that bro.
couch. Oh,
Yes, the bromance is so cute. But how do you feel about Libo?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just like taking over the questions here.
It's fine. Um, the thing is, like, I don't know if I just really want to believe. I just want to believe in that relationship.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I'm so happy for Thimna that she's actually, since the beginning of the show, no one like chose her. And then when he
Mm,
came in for her, and it's like all this love. I don't know. It sounds like a bitchy, prepared speech vibes to me sometimes.
yeah. I don't know. We like the only thing I can say is like we're gonna have to see when the new girls come in how he reacts.
Yeah, true. But I really thought he was gonna, turn his head this week because I think it was like on Tuesday or Wednesday's episode. Once Tanya came into the house, and after he came from the date, he was like,
Mm.
"I hated this thing of like him comparing her to Tamna."
Yes, they were
And
in
I was
nothing
like,
alike.
yeah, they were not so nothing alike. And I'm so glad that, we got to see Tamna and Tanya just like change the narrative this week
Yeah,
around that because I just wouldn't want the guy that I'm interested in to behind my back in his confessional say that like I'm exactly like this other girl when I'm obviously not.
yeah. Oh no, I like the Tanya and Timna relationship.
It's very
I,
cute.
I loved Eden and Timna too, but I'm glad that
Yes.
Timna is somebody new to
Was it just me or did I not see Tamna and Aaron like say bye to each
They
other?
yeah, they didn't show that. They just showed Eden and Ian.
That is very weird to me because they showed Rochelle and Asad. Like, why?
But remember when Sarah said Asad likes Rochelle, and I was like, "What?
Then
You've never seen any of that?"
they both to each other were like, I love you," when she left.
Yeah. I was like, "What in the summer and Chris is happening here?"
Yeah, no, I think Rochelle would just never go for Asad. She likes him maybe as just like a friend or whatever, but he's too
Mm.
short for her. Mm-mm. She wanted a
And the
tall
thing is,
boy.
and like what I also feel about Ian is that Ian is not going to open himself up to most of the girls coming in because he wants a conservative girl, which
Yeah.
we're assuming is like an Afrikaanse white girl.
Yes, but now why did you come on Love Island to come find a conservative
There's
Afrikaans
how
girl?
kyk net en weer as a whole host of dating shows for
Yes,
this.
yes. I don't know. Isika thinks he's rich, so like Love Island is where he belongs. That's the only thing that I can think of. But like, no. And I felt so bad because in this week I was really when we were getting desperate for choices of everyone just
Mm,
choosing each other in the house. I really was thinking, Eden and Ian at this point could have already established something.
yeah.
But because they're both like, nice and I don't know. Maybe I'm just grabbing at straws, yeah.
I also thought I was like they should give it a try. They should just like see what can happen. Just maybe like make out a little.
Yeah. They're getting
Just
cuddles at least, so why not at least try to take that a
yeah.
little bit further? But it's just, I think that's just the vibe from everyone in the house. They want to like become a mom and dad couple, but no one
Mm,
is, actually being adventurous and like, I'm going to just start dating you, or I'm going to get to know
yeah.
you, or, you know?
But I mean, I suppose we can say that the one that's the most adventurous is Dan Assad because
Yes.
Vance is like, I'm gonna try you. But his mandate is so clear though. Like for me,
Mm,
like when like him and Eren, I don't think he was as into Eren, and
mm-mm.
he was waiting for somebody else.
Yes, or just something to break it off for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he had like he had an issue, and then he just blew it out to proportion, and then he
Yeah.
was with Sarah, and then I also think he was biding his time with Sarah,
Mm.
and
Waiting for
and
new
then
options.
when Tyler came in, he was like, "Oh, this is the type of girl for me." As he keeps
Yes.
saying, "That's the type of girl I go for on the outside. That's my type."
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, um, Sarah didn't check up on him when Cage left. I'm like, bruh, you knew Cage was leaving. He told
Yeah.
you. Why must she see into your feelings when she's trying to deal with her own feelings around her friend leaving?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was a big issue, and then he didn't feel it anymore because now he was ready for the girl he's been waiting for.
Yeah, I could
That's how
see when
she.
he went on the date with Tania that he was looking at the other side of the
Mm,
room. Just like
I hope.
looking at Xavier having a date with her, thinking, yo, that's most my girl, that man. Yeah, and Tyler did give me like Sarah energy, kind of,
Mm,
but not the confidence that Sarah had. But I don't know,
yeah.
maybe she's gonna give him that level of effort in the little things, because that's what he keeps preaching. Eden wanted to be too affectionate, and that was then. Then it was Sarah that wasn't giving him emotional support. So it's like, what do you want? He wants, I feel like he
Mm,
just wants someone to fit into his
yeah.
idea of, but I don't know how that's gonna work out for him. Like I say, I hope that I hope that he falls hard for Taylor,
Yeah.
and then she just, becomes Cage.
No, I hope so too. And then I hope her head gets turned, and then he sees what it's like,
Yes.
what he's done to Ed and what he's done to Sarah.
Yes, I
Be-
agree. I just felt like he was
Because,
also so unnecessarily cold to Eren afterwards. Like I just didn't understand,
mm.
their vibes.
But Eden's problem was that she was too hung up on him.
Yes. Yeah, I
She
agree.
closed herself off to perhaps Ian. I don't know if Ian would even wanted her, but
Mm,
she closed herself off to Chris because she was hoping that the side would come back. And he's
yeah.
not. Like I could tell he's not the type to go back. He's on a mission.
Yeah, he made it very clear. Or like he didn't even talk. We haven't even seen them have a proper conversation since the first
Mm.
recoupling. So that for me was just like he is done. It's over.
But yeah, no. I shame Adama Eden. She should have like I feel like some people are playing the game smarter than others. Like I
Mm,
mean Libo, I mean I don't know if he's genuine or not. I pray to God that he is.
yeah,
But but I think he's smart about it
very.
because he knows that Timon is the most popular. He was on Twitter
Mm,
and stuff before he went in the house, so he knew that she was the most popular. And I mean, anyone can tell that she wins all the audience vote
yep.
stuff. So if you want to win, the best person to couple up with is
Thimna,
Timna.
yeah.
And if you want the audience to turn against you, you turn your head.
Mm.
So if he knows that he knew that if he had to go for Tanya,
It
the
would be
audience
over
will
for him.
eviscerate
Yeah.
him unless she picked him first. And
Yes.
I also think that helped him make his choice between Eren and Termina, in that he knew that like Termina had a
Timna is
better
the
chance
one.
of winning.
She's gonna take him to the end.
Yeah,
And I mean, do they both win the money if we vote for if that's like at the
yeah,
end? So I mean, she's the best one to take him to the end. It's
mm,
like what you say. Like strategically, it's the best move for him because everyone has been waiting for this guy to couple up with their favorite, and she
yeah.
deserves all this love. And now he's giving her all of that. So I mean, whether his intentions are like genuine or not, sticking with them is the way to go.
And I feel like if I was a guy playing that game, I would have immediately known that Termina was the right move.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage that he had coming from outside and coming in a few days
Mm.
later.
So I always like I thought Asad was very good at playing the game as well because he knows how to spin the narrative to make himself
Mm,
look like a victim.
yes.
But I think he's gonna lose it with Tyler because he's gonna get emotion involved because that's the type of girl that he wants. Like he was playing the game with Eden,
Mm,
playing it with Sarah, but this is where he's gonna falter. And I
yes.
love to see it.
Yeah, no. Aside, I hope it turns on him
Mm.
because he deserves all the energy, all the ruthlessness that he's been giving to everyone else. I hope. I don't know if he has like connections in the show, but like, how does he just break up with some people and then they just leave?
Exactly. Oh, and I hate that. No, you must suffer.
Yeah, I wanted him to
Oh,
move on to Taylor while Sarah was there watching him. Could you imagine?
ah. And it's like, no, like, but shame, Eden stayed in for a while and he had to suffer through that.
Yes,
And
true.
I think, but now it's good because now he's got the girl he's always wanted. Plus, both his exes are out.
Yeah.
No, we need trouble.
It's
Trouble
like
to
life is
happen.
too great for him, honestly.
Mm. Ah, no. Like, okay, not these new guys. Maybe the guys after this. Shame.
Yeah, the new guy. So, what do you think of the? Is the guy's name James or Jamie?
There's one named Jamie, the bookish one. I don't know. The one that says I'm not like super muscular, whatever. And then the other one's name is Josh.
Okay. What do you think of them? I feel like they're so bland, man.
I'm very not impressed with him. I'm like, this is not a bombshell. I actually messaged my cousin
Exactly.
yesterday. I'm like, this is a clapperchi. This is like,
They just look like they're gonna come in and cause absolutely no drama. This is why I'm so excited for the new girls who were teased at the end of last night
yes,
because they just seem like they're gonna bring us what we want.
chaos. They are gonna bring chaos. I can't wait.
I know, and
Ah,
I'm like, yes, colored girl representation, brown skin girls. Yes, I'm here for it. I'm here. But this James guy, he says he's 25. Karen, I'm not so sure about that, eh? I'm really not so sure. And the accents, man. I don't know who it was. I think I don't know who said on Twitter last night that Josh is like Durang, but with IEB English.
oh my god.
But I don't know, they just weren't bringing the energy for me in the house. But I'm glad that Josh came in and said that he likes Tania because then
Mhm.
there's actually some. They're not all going for the same girls.
Yeah, like she is like everybody has options. So who was Jamie? Was Summer, and there was somebody else,
Summer
wasn't it?
and Taylor, no,
No,
it
it was Summer.
Sam and Millie, to Sam and Millie, because that's when I
You
said,
said Millie.
yeah, it was Millie, because that's why, because spoke to her, and that's when I said, like, she seemed so excited that new guys are coming into the house. Like, is she gonna like turn on Xavier now? Like, he just dropped the falling in love with you in the beginning of last night's episode, and then when new boys come in, she seems like
Mm,
super happy about it. So I don't know, but Jamie seemed more into Summer towards the end,
yeah,
which I'm happy about because now she knows that she had a conversation with Chris and she knows he's not interested. So
yeah. So at least she also has an option, I
yeah,
suppose.
everyone has
But
options.
she doesn't seem that into him.
Who
Summer.
into Jamie?
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't blame her.
but yeah. Oh yes, it definitely was. Yeah, Amelia, because nobody was into Tyler, and she was like, oh, okay, why am I here?
Yeah,
Because it was two for. I mean, the one guy's for Thimna and Tania, and then the other one was for Millie and Summer.
yeah. No one cares about that, but it's because I mean, look how she came into the house. I don't know if it is like that. I'm judging the bombshells too harshly because
Mm,
obviously it's intimidating coming into the house. You've watched the episodes, you kind of see what's
yeah.
happening, and now you come in to Mr. Steal Your Girl basically. But
Mm,
I just want more confidence if that the bombshells, like what they have to come and do is
yeah.
cause some drama.
But the thing is also like she's really hot. Like it's not like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like she could cause drama. I feel like she's not, yeah, confident in her hotness.
she's not
Like I'm
giving
like,
us what she
girl,
could,
you're
honestly.
beautiful. Come on. Cause ructions. Don't cry over this fool.
Yes,
Like I feel like Libo and Chris were the best
one
bombshells
hundred
because
percent.
they they came in with utmost confidence.
Yes,
They
they
had
came
like
in
very
ready with like a list of I'm getting to know you and maybe
yeah.
you. It was great. They've been the best bombshell so far. But like I said, I have my hope in my two new girls because just the way they walked into that house on that teaser, like just looked so lekker for me. I was like,
But
yeah.
I must say I also like Tanya's energy coming in because I think that she was very strategic as well,
Mm,
in that she absolutely made herself a girl's girl.
yes.
So she automatically got in with the girls, became friends with the girls loved her.
Yeah.
And Tyler just brought her energy for Chris. She didn't attempt to get to know the girls at first. I mean, I suppose now she has a better relationship with them, but she didn't attempt to get to know them. She
Yes.
wasn't warm towards them,
Mm,
and that automatically put up like a front.
yeah. And that kind of
So,
makes or breaks like your experience in the house,
mm,
because the OG girls were kind of, you know, not controlling, but they definitely had, whispers in the boys'
yeah,
ears. So yeah, I think that it was
yeah,
really good of Tanya. And I'm
it, I,
glad that she changed the narrative, because she just seemed like, oh, they just painted it to see like she was just coming to break up Libo and Thimna.
mm, I think the minute she asked Libo who you coupled up with, and he said Timna, and she's like, "Oh, I love Timna."
Yeah.
It just completely changed everything.
Yeah, no, but that's also a good strategy from her side not to get voted out of the house, because people will,
Mm,
if anyone comes against them, then they're going home.
yeah. So if
Yeah.
anybody who listens to this podcast, I highly doubt it, but and you're gonna go into the house, like we've got the strategy here for you.
Yes.
Don't fuck with Timna.
Don't fuck with them. No, don't do it.
Unless like Timna does something really problematic and everybody turns against it. Doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon.
Ugh, but it's like so boring at this point. Like I really, these power couples in the house, like
Mm,
now I mean, Libo and Timna talk as if they are, I don't know, Nala and Summer in Sumner of the, Sumba. Why do I keep saying Sumner? Um, Someone said that they name together is Lumna. Cute. But anyway, they just seem like this power couple, and so is Xavier and Millie. But like, it's so predictable. Next week
mm,
we need someone to throw a spanner in the works between one
yeah.
of those power couples, just for our content.
So yeah, so now we've been like I feel like shame, poor Chris, this entire week he was like the main character because
Mm,
nobody else was giving us I mean until Summer and oh Summer, what's his name? Aside and Sarah broke up,
mm,
everybody else was in solidish couples.
yes.
And like he was the only one having to like talk to different girls, trying to, get the energy going.
Mm.
And I suppose that's just a shame, unfair. Now at least we have a bit more of chaos. But I do like I think as you said earlier, I want to see Millie and Xavier rock a bitchy.
Yeah,
It's too
man. I
comfortable.
don't. I listen. He's like, because he's like a colored guy. Like he's like, I see him as my cousin, and I don't want my cousin dating this girl that is eating her earwax and her mucus, and I can't dandruff. No, man, I can't. I need him to get out. Get out. And these new girls need to help us, because, and if she wants to be excited about new boys, go ahead, girl. Dig your grave. Do it.
So what is it? So okay, let's last thing we need to talk about is Cage leaving. It happened so early in the week that I completely forgot. And
Yeah.
so why do you think he left?
I mean, he says, what was it, mental health issues, like he just felt like he wasn't in a good place. But I feel
Mm,
like he was letting Chris trying to get to know just the whole summer situation, he let it get to him. Because there were so many times where you would see him just be worked up in like such a random shot where you would just see him
mm,
there. And I just felt like he was really getting into his own head. So,
yeah.
we need to take steps to guard our mental health, and like we support and respect that decision.
Mm,
But all of a sudden, then on Twitter, there was like, yeah, Summer should leave. Summer should leave if she really loves him that much. Or like, there was also this narrative going around about like, yeah, he's now finally free of Summer. But the
mm,
previous week, we were talking about how he was basically emotionally abusing her.
mm.
So I don't know. But I'm happy that he's taking that step, because now my girl summer can be free.
Yeah, no, I couldn't deal with him towards the end. I was like even like it was such a red flag to me when she was giving a pros and cons list and she went
Mm.
to Chris and she said and then he's like, okay, I understand. And then she went to Cage and Cage's like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, like this is not the way that people work out things in their relationship. Like what?
Yeah, communicate.
Yeah,
They don't.
I don't understand. And my thing is, why are you going on? She chose you, just so big. Like yo, I was just so annoyed by him.
Yeah, no. So I think he did make the right move for him.
He did, but I'm sure he was crying on last night's episode watching Ian feed someone on TV.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like, she would have
But shame
never
on
allowed
him.
you to do that.
I don't think that's gonna go far. I think Ian is probably going to be out next week
Ye-
because
mm,
the if Jamie picks Summer, which he probably will,
yeah.
um, then we must we must Ian go. I don't think the new girls are gonna go for him.
But if the house is equaled up now, right?
Yeah,
So if the new girls come in, then the house is still equal.
maybe they will bring in like maybe one at a
One more
time.
person. Don't you feel like we complained so much about the girls getting teased for so long in week 2 that this week they just didn't show us any teasers?
Yeah, for those guys, they're just like a next tomorrow they're on.
Yeah, tomorrow here's 4 new people coming into
But
the.
Tanya was in their vineyard for like a month. I don't know.
Honestly, I called her like on my debriefs. I called her vineyard girl for a week. I felt so bad. I was like vineyard girl with the braces because I
Yeah,
couldn't
we're like
remember what her
been
name was.
waiting for this girl. Ugh.
Shame, but now, yeah, then someone else has to come in for. I mean, another person would have to, another guy would have to come in for Ian to get kicked out. But I definitely think he's definitely on the chopping block because, I
Yeah.
mean, the other guys are Asad, Chris, Lebo, and Xavier, and the new bombshell. So,
I so I don't know if this vote with the people where we had to vote for best couple,
mm.
if that's gonna mean a couple is gonna leave.
Ooh,
Because that's what I was assuming because because why would we vote for best couple? Because usually it's like if one person goes, we vote for like best
yeah,
like our favorite, one person favorite.
yeah.
S- So I think yeah, I think a couple's gonna leave. But usually what they do is that they make you pick they make the islanders pick between the boy or the girl.
I hope they do that. It will actually be interesting.
But I mean like I feel like they might not pick if Ian for example Ian and Sam at the bottom.
Hmm.
Um I feel like they won't pick Summer because she's been saved twice already.
Ish, I don't know.
Or
Unless Summer
maybe.
won't be in a relationship with him and with a new guy.
But no, but it will have to be this group because you have to vote for. They were one
Oh
of the
yeah,
options.
true. Oh yeah.
So it will be for the new recoupling. Unless, like, she makes a real effort with Jamie and people are like, okay, she has a
She's
chance, they love
actually,
her.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
actually using her saved life.
So I think that might be the only thing that will turn it around.
She really needs to like put the pep in her step because she doesn't deserve to be here right now.
Mm,
Her and Ian can both go. I don't mind if they both leave.
yeah, me also.
I won't be
I
mad.
believe people they both to go. uh, Ian has been getting on my last nerve.
Yeah.
I said not even just the Eden things. It's just like the comments he's been making on the side and stuff. It's just been really annoying me.
Yeah, it's been becoming a bit more misogynistic the more it
Mm,
goes on. Like in the beginning,
yeah,
it was just like lekker Afrikaans banter. I liked that he was the guy that was bringing us that. But
yeah,
now it's like he's on a power trip, and it's not funny anymore.
yeah. And we got Xavier for the Afrikaans banter now.
Yes. Oh, I love. He's like so quotable. The thing that he said this week was just like hilarious. He's the highlight. That's why I want to see more of him on the show.
Yeah.
Honestly, like for a while, Xavier was carrying the show on his back, and this week it was all
Mm.
about Chris. But we still deserve as an audience, we deserve a couple of minutes of Xavier just talking crap, man. I love it.
I would actually just watch Unseen Birds with just him talking.
True. That's so true. And that's what I would wish they would show us on the unseen bits. But I just don't know if it's. I don't know if it's worth watching on Sunday. I don't know what we didn't see
Mm.
because this week dragged so long. So I don't know.
Okay, so fine. Like our final question:
Yeah.
who do you think has the potential to go to the end?
If nothing happens between Libo and Thimna and Libo doesn't mess it up, I can
Mm.
confidently say that they're going to win. But Xavier and Millie are also a favorite couple. I mean, I saw a few people sharing their votes last night on Twitter, and Xavier and Millie are definitely one of the favorite couples in the house too. So it's
Mm.
definitely between the two of those couples, I think.
Yeah. So that's like the main reason why I just want it to be problems
Yeah.
because I don't want the finalists to be determined in week 3.
Mm,
We need it needs to spice up a bit. But yeah.
I agree.
But Jenna, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Karen.
So tell people where they can find you on socials.
Okay, so I am on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube on Genna Doing Things, and I do a daily debrief of the episode on my IGTV, so you can join in for that. And if you want to see my live tweets, it's Genna 2911 on Twitter.
Hey, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.